Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Taurus. So Taurus, as usual, I'm doing this reading with my own tarot deck, so the cards that you'll see are from this deck. So, yeah, my voice is still recovering from the cold. So if I speak too low, I apologize in advance. I'm trying to do my best here. And I feel like the message for you today, Taurus, has to do with you finding moments in your day, in your everyday life, that are just joyful and things that really light you up and uplift your mood and are it's like they're transforming your day-to-day in a much better stage, right, for your life. And I feel like that really brings you this sense of happiness and fulfillment, but from the point of view of somebody who is actually contributing to the world, right, to the betterment of the world. There is this challenge at the end, to be honest, Taurus, but I feel like it's like you know that you're prepared, you know that you have the strength, you know that you have the determination and the resources to fight against something. And maybe fighting is not necessarily the best word to describe this, but it's almost like that by finding these pockets of happiness and optimism and maybe hope throughout your day, is like you're helping to co-create a world that is actually stitching everything that has been corrupted, right? So, and I want to say by negativity and evil and deceit and all of that. So let's talk about the first card, which is representing your everyday life. The Six of Pentacles. It's interesting because yesterday this card figured prominently in the Aries reading, and it was talking about, for Aries, how they are kind of like just going by their day and going by their life, and the external is being it's like it's reflecting a reality that is very different from their inner experience. But for you, this has a very different tone to it. It has nothing to do with accepting or conforming to reality as is. It's actually doing the work to create a much more balanced and much more harmonious path, right? Especially because we have the sun after, and I feel like this is your light, this is your optimism, this is you trying to find things, and I want to say like small things throughout your day, right? It's like, so along your routine, it's like you find these small pockets of happiness and joy and fulfillment and spontaneity and playfulness and all, good things to make sure that you're making the most of your day-to-day, right? But the interesting thing about these two cards, following this being followed by the Tower, is that what I saw was that you are hopefully going, it's like the more the days pass, the further away you are from a Tower moment in your life, and you're glad to let go of that phase, right? It's not like you're neglecting or avoiding to see this, but it's like the more you proceed forward, the more you're leaving this Tower moment behind. There is a little bit of like this nostalgic feeling about leaving this Tower behind, because to me this represents home and safety and security. But I feel like because you're happily moving, through your day, allowing the days to pass and finding happiness in each single moment, right? It's like you're taking care of your chores, your daily activities, your daily things, but it's like you're finding happiness in each one of them, because it means that it's like you're building your path away from a Tower moment, right? So it's staying where it is, right? And I'm not seeing this necessarily crumbling down, but I'm seeing this as very stuck, very stagnant. So the more you build this path, it's like you're paving your way far away from this tower, right? And again, there is this it's kind of like this double meaning, right? It's like you're glad to be pursuing something that is stable, but this was also stable, at least apparently so, right? It was meant to be stable, but the stability here meant to be fixed, and this is what you're glad to be leaving behind, because I feel like you want to build something that needs movement. It needs it's coming through as life. It needs, well, because you're showing up with such vitality, right, with the sun. And it's like, even if you have been through a tower moment, it's like you're not being it's like you're not allowing it to beat you down. It's like you're using it to build your strength, build your vitality, build your life force. So this is what you're trying to recreate, in a sense, in this path moving forward. It's like, because to me, the Three of Cups is like this co-creation from the heart. So this can be an emotional experience in terms of like feeling the, like just whenever you look, you know, behind you and you see that this is staying, it's like, you know, that the work that you're doing to build your life from now on is based on happiness and joy. And it's like you want to smile, right? It's like you don't want to stay stuck, in a sense, no matter how stable that is. And you're understanding that is because the 6 to me also brings this dynamic flow, right, as much as the 3. So this is very stagnant, right? So, but it's interesting because it's pointing me to the fact that it's like a major arcana against 2 minor arcana. But I feel like it's almost like you, because you're bringing the sun, I'm trying to feel into the sun, like the meaning of the sun for you, because essentially in astrology, the sun represents the essence. And sometimes it's, you know, it can talk about like you knowing very well who you are, like the essence of your being, the light of your being. But it's almost like you want to believe that, but it's almost like you need, it's like you need inspiration, right? It's like it needs to be playful, right? It needs to be something that calls you to continue moving forward. And I feel like that's because it's like, because you know that your heart is in for something bigger than just yourself. It's not just for this sense of self-satisfaction or this sense of just self-fulfillment. It's not that, because the World card coming next, it's like, you know that what you're doing this for, and like leaving home or leaving security, leaving this stability, it may be, you know, nostalgic, but it also may be something that really inspires you to look for something that is lighter, that is just more fulfilling, right? But fulfilling in the sense that it's like you can share and spread your light to the world. The Three of Cups and the world are talking about co-creating a better world, right? As I said, it's like it's better for you because you're leaving behind a very fixed structure, right? And it's almost like you're expanding, right? Because this is very localized. This is very spread out, right? It's like you're the co-creation that you want to be part of, it's like the thing that really inspires your heart to co-create something better. It's better for you, but it's also better for the world, right? Better for humanity, better for the collective. So it's better for you individually, but also better for your family, for your co-workers, better for, you know, the planet as a whole. And I feel like you do have the sense of having what it takes. It's like, you know, to take on this very big co-creation, right? It's like working on just improving the world, right, for yourself, so that is a more playful and a lighter experience for you, but also for the collective. It's like, you know that this is a big endeavor, right? But showing up with the King of Pentacles, because, okay, so because you're very, it's almost like you know how to use well your resources, right? It's like you might have more than enough for yourself, but because your intention is to co-create something that is not just beneficial for you, but also for the collective, it's like, you know how to distribute that, right? The Six of Pentacles talks about like giving and taking. And I feel like this is how you're going by your day, right? That's the reason why you're so optimistic, because you know that you have enough resources to keep on going, right? And it's like to build a bridge, even because the way that I'm sensing the Tower with the Six of Pentacles, it's like this is the bridge that you're building, you know, providing a way out of a tower moment. And maybe it starts with you, right? Building that for yourself, right? Finding ways to keep you going, right? On this everyday kind of perspective, right? Because this is talking about being constant, right? Being it's like being dedicated, right? Being determined to doing this every single day. So you're doing this motivated by your own self-improvement, right? It starts there. But then the minute that you realize that you have built something that is stable, but also like, you know, that you have resources to help others, right? To improve, you know, the lives of, you know, perhaps a group of people or even like many people. It's like you realize that that is part of the co-creation that you're helping to bridge, right? It's like to come out of a very fixed reality into a much more dynamic, a much more optimistic, and much more just light-weighted environment, right? It's like where things are more fair, things are more just, are more balanced, and not as well. Stability is a common factor, right? But here's too stagnant, here's a little bit more free-flowing. And this is all because you know how to manage your resources, right? Because it's like, you know, it's like you're in charge, right? You're in charge of your finances, you're in charge of your business, you're in charge of your family, you're in charge of your home, your household, your belongings, in a sense, your physical body. Your intention is to co-create something for the betterment of the entire collective. But the way that you do so, it's almost like, you know, that it's like you can afford to give some of your resources, but you know that it's like things need to be, it's like continuously inspiring, right? So it's like you have to keep on seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, because it's like the way that I'm seeing this tower, it's like the light at the end of the tunnel is actually looking back and seeing that there is hope for those who want to take this exit, right? To leave tower moments in their own lives, in the collective. And so for you, this is a way of kind of like becoming a lot more responsible, but it's, how do I describe this? It's like it's taking accountability for the wealth that you have, right? Benefiting those who need. So there is this give and take, but it needs to be just, it needs to be balanced, because you're, again, it's like this interaction between the minor arcana and the major arcana, because the devil is here, right? It's like, so it's almost like, how can an individual fight, you know, the evil in the world? It's almost like that, right? Using your resources. And it's almost like, it's not that it's like what you have is not enough. It is more than enough. But it's like you have to know how to manage those, right? So it's like on a daily basis. And as I said, it's like always looking for the silver lining, right? It's like, this has to be your ultimate goal, is like to find happiness, to find fulfillment, to know that what you're doing, it's a reason to believe that, you know, better days are ahead, and you building it, but you building and sharing it, right? Because you know that that's a way out of tower moments, right? As we understand traditionally in the tarot system, right? So whatever type of crumbling moment that you have experienced, but you have never shied away from that. It's like you always turn to your daily commitments, right? So it's like you have never not taken care of the practical stuff, right? But the difference now is that you're doing so optimistically. It's like you're doing so because you know that can change your life, but also being this part of, you know, a co-creation for the collective. You know that you can, yes, you can fight, in a sense, this evil, right? This devil. So it's not, and again, it's not fighting it. It's building, it's like it's building bridges, because the bridge is like, it's what is going to actually stitch the two sides, right? So if we're talking about like being in a practical world, right, in a material realm where we are constantly divided, right? It's like we are immersed in polarity, right? This is the division of the devil. This is the trickiness of this realm. But because you're the King of Pentacles and you're wanting to co-create something very purely from your heart to benefit the entire collective, because you know that you have like not just the authority or the resources, but you have the ability to manage that. It's like you can manage dealing with the devil, right? Because it's like you're not going to go against it. It's like you're just healing it, you're stitching it, it's like you're building the bridge, right, through every single act of kindness, is what I'm hearing, right? Because that is the silver lining. That is what, you know, reminds you of this reason to believe, right? Reason to believe in humanity, reason to believe in better days for you and for the collective. So you're doing so. It's like you know that even though you're just one human being fighting something that is way bigger than you, it's like you can, it's almost like you are this very stable but also trustworthy and it's like you're committed, right? You're committed to your path because that's your way out. It's like you know that is providing your way out of that tower moment in your life. So it's like as long as you're committed to that for yourself, it's like it's ultimately going to benefit the whole, right? And it's like that's ultimately how you stitch this divided path. I don't know exactly what I'm saying here right now, Taurus, but hopefully you'll understand this better than I am. Just to summarize, you know, the message here for you, Taurus, I feel like you know that you have been through a tough moment, and I feel like you have been consistently committed to, you know, just improving your own life. And by doing so, it's like you know that you're part, or you are an active participant, a conscious participant of a co-creation that is going to improve, you know, humanity, right? Life in this planet, life in this world, because even though you are just one, it's like you know that that is slowly but steadily helping to bridge that gap, helping to just connect both sides that are polarized or divided right now. I hope that makes sense. So I am going to pull more cards for you, Taurus, as well as the astrological runes in the extended reading. So if you want to join me there, I'll be very happy to see you. You can find the link down below. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.